TIFU by booting the wrong guy out of the office. Big day today in the office. But drinks planned later in the day, so it should be good day. Me being a low-level engineer at a branch office gets early into the city before heading out to the client. Stops by the office. First person in. Except this one guy loitering in the lobby. No ID card. Sorry. Can't let you in. Looks like a security audit. Better thread carefully. Guy say he's here to see a manager. Always a LinkedIn scam. We are a high security business and have to be onto it. Trying to call manager to confirm. No answer. Tells Bob, I can't verify. And I may have to check with security. Bob decides to leave. Later check with manager. Yup. He knows Bob. And was indeed expecting him. Later in the evening at company event over drinks. Gets reintroduced to Bob, who I effectively booted out. Turns out being the EMEA, Africa, Asia Pacific Global Manager from head office. TLDR. Booted a guy out trying to sneak into our branch office. Turned out to be Global Manager for company. I'd say you did the right thing. One time, we were short-staffed, so I was called in to work the ropes that led to the DJ's booth at a nightclub. Hated every second of it. It was a very popular DJ, so I was constantly being nagged by name droppers that pretend to be your friend, or the owner's friend, or the DJ's friend, etc. Bro, you don't know who I am? Stuff like that. It was simple: no wristband, no entry, full stop. Had a guy come up to me and just casually try to walk in with confidence. I block his way and asks to see his wristband. He looks at me and says that he didn't think he needed one. Sorry. No wristband. No entry. He tells me his name and starts talking to me about how he knows the DJ. And that he's expected, etc. All stuff I've heard before. I'm not having it. He finally just turns around and walks away. Never saw him again for the rest of the night. Next day, the talent manager, who was essentially second in command at the club, passes by me, doubles back, and asks, "Hey, did you happen to meet a guy named SO and SO last night?" Quote, "Oh, him? Yeah, he was trying to get into the booth but didn't have a band." I see. Well, he's the DJ's brother. They were wondering where he was. And he just walks away. I was a bit embarrassed. But I knew it wasn't entirely my fault. And I have other responsibilities at the club, so I didn't think they would fire me. At least not immediately. Next time that DJ came, I find out that he actually specifically asks for me to at the ropes. And that the talent manager wanted me there for every major DJ event. Turns out I'm exactly what they wanted, an absolute wall that just did not care who you were or who you knew. Ended up meeting the brother again. I apologized and he got me a drink. One of the perks, as long as I didn't overdo it. Over time, it got to the point where people would see me standing there and just turn back around. Not gonna lie, it felt good to be respected, at least on some level at work. Good news. A global manager is going to be well aware of the security protocols at the offices around the globe. So you're good. Definitely not on you. You did everything by the book. Trying to verify that he has an appointment. Asking for ID. Calling security to verify things. Even if you aren't a high security office like you said. Probably shouldn't be letting just anyone into your building. Honestly, I bet he realizes you did the right thing. Two of you would probably have a laugh about it if you went up and addressed it. Might even be good for your career. Now you've got a good story to tell about how you kicked out the head global manager. That's one where you're damned if you do, damned if you don't. You tried your best to verify. I would hope that Bob understood you were trying to do the right thing. I mean, he didn't identify himself. If he's the global manager, he should have said so. Honestly, if you had done this at my office, you would have gotten a happy email from someone in your leadership chain. We're not supposed to let people we know tailgate in, let alone some stranger. You not only did nothing wrong here, you did everything right. Seeing as you are in a high security business, he probably recommended you for a promotion to your boss. Did he or your manager say anything to you about it? You did nothing wrong. You just followed the security instructions. You hadn't been informed about Bob, had you? In my book, that is doing your job properly. If you let him, you'd have been wrong and at least held up as a bad example. You did good. So, no verification, no entry. That's the #1 way for social hacks. I hope you booted him out politely and did not gloat on social media. Hey, at least you were polite. Things gone differently, that could have been your going away party, lol. We are a high security business. Probably would be writing the opposite TIFU if you let some random in.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Haircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.